Welcome, everybody, to the Almost Daily Show with your host, Chandler Walker.
And the Dave Picardi. That was quite the intro.
That was a pretty exciting intro, wasn't it?
I think it was. It almost sounds like you broke your mic.
I think I did. Check it. Hold on. Testing.
Oh, now it's back.
1 2 testing 1 2.
I think it's good. Was that creepy?
An angel. No, nope.
Like it
was an angel.
I have the voice of an angel and the arms of an angel.
Apparently, angels have little arms.
That's what we do. Little tiny arms. Look at my wings.
They use their wings.
Yeah. That's why they drink a lot of Red Bull.
That's right.
Life is about angels and Red Bull.
We get a good one today. We get a good one lined up for everybody.
Yeah, we want to talk to everybody about the idea of scaling up. So more often than not, we start a business and we want this business to grow, obviously, because a growing business is a healthy business. But at the same time, what a lot of people neglect to think about, neglect to understand, and neglect to even, I guess, look at the big picture about is the fact that when you grow, you have to learn to scale up and you have to be ready for the growth. Because if you're not, you sacrifice the quality of your product and service because you're not ready to give it to the consumer.
Right. And you have to, when you're looking at softwares and processes and procedures, a lot of the time what got you to a certain point in the procedures you use and how you built your business doesn't line up for the next phase, right? Maybe you got to a 500 customer base. You might have to go back to the drawing board and reset up so that you can handle more and grow into the next phase in your business. That takes work up front.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the biggest thing for me in these scaling up opportunities and as we grow and as we get bigger is if you have rapid growth, you have to have the infrastructure to manage rapid growth, and you have to have a plan of action for that. And we always talk about the relationship and how we want to build it up and how it's important that people are happy and we listen to what they say. But if you don't scale up and plan accordingly, you're going to crash and burn.
That's right. We see that a lot. It's people get very excited when they put together plans and it's about marketing and driving new revenue and they put all their energy and money into that, and then bang, there it all is. And then fast forward a few months and then the numbers drop back down and they're not able to sustain those great numbers. And in a business, the easiest way to keep clients is to take care of your current clients and not focus on getting new clients as much.
Exactly. And when you think about it too, the clients that you have are going to be the cheapest ones to keep because the acquisition cost of a new client is always more expensive than keeping a current client. So if you don't have the strategy of what can I do to keep my current clients, not just keep them, but keep them happy and make sure that I keep them as we scale up and get bigger, you're going to set yourself up for success in the long run. If you don't do that, you're always going to be paying for new clients and you're always going to be losing old clients. And that's how you move into what we call the revolving door, where you have clients coming in, but you have more clients coming out, and you don't want to get into that area.
Yeah. So I think this was a pretty simple topic of the day, but I think it was an important one to cover.
It's incredibly important. And in business, we always talk about marketing and sales and bringing on clients and making sure you have your business plan mapped out and all these little things, but we don't necessarily talk about, and it's not necessarily really taught in business school either, is how do you plan for massive growth and how do you plan for scaling to a level that you haven't seen before and something you've never experienced, and who do you find to help you manage that growth, and how do you make sure it's going to happen long term? There's so many variables that you have to think about and that you have to map out and that you have to make sure you know and understand before that growth happens.
Yeah, and working with a good company to help you with that's probably pretty important. Probably multiple, like you have business consultants, sales and marketing consultants. It's just, you want to just make sure that you understand what you're trying to build and it's well thought out, well organized. You have the right support in place, the right employee training in place to handle any sort of growth that you're looking for. And then it comes down to execution. And most of the time, from a business owner standpoint or the major people in an organization, you want to do what you do well, which is go cultivate new business and bring people into your business and deliver your product. So you want to make sure you put all your effort into that side of it, and then make sure that you build a really good team around that.
Exactly. I always talk about leverage your strengths. So go out and do what you're good at, build the business, grow the brand, and then find people who can do what you're not good at, or who can do the things that you're not going to be capable of doing when you're actually growing and building. And that might be hiring a business consultant to tell you what to do and how to scale up because they've done it before. Or it might be bringing on a chief operations officer, or it might be bringing on whatever you need to fill that position that you don't have. You have to find someone to do it. And that's either finding a consultant or finding an employer or someone to partner with.
Oh yeah. So most larger companies are able to actually bring these people in as employees. They can absorb the cost. And a lot of the times smaller or growing companies, you just need to partner up with the right help, right? And bring in the right team. So it just depends on the size of your organization and what you're trying to accomplish and what you can afford.
You can't do everything. And if you try to do everything, you fail at everything. Hashtag.
That's right. It actually does not allow you to scale up.
It allows you to scale straight down, which is not what we want to do.
That's right. That's right. I've been involved in many businesses where, as the growth happens, it's very exciting. And the hardest part is, as a small business owner, you take on all the responsibility yourself. And so it just turns into, 10, 15-hour days, 7 days a week. And at first it's great because the bank account starts to get padded and you can handle it because, right, you're just caught up in the moment. But what happens is, without that game plan in place, eventually you burn out. And because you're so busy, you're not actually able to, from the outside looking in, look at your system, look at, what's going on and make the correct decisions to have it be sustainable long term. And so you usually get overwhelmed quickly, then start backing off. As soon as you back off, revenue dips and you're back in that same position again. That's happened to me a few times.
It's true. It's that perpetual roller coaster you fall into, and you don't know how to scale or climb yourself out. And if you can avoid that by doing the right things and having the right plans, and obviously plans along the way aren't going to work out, so you use your backup plans, but at least you have something established, and that allows you to continuously moving forward, even if sometimes you step backward a little bit.
Yep. All part of running a business.
The game of the entrepreneur.
I love it. I love it.
It's
my
There's
favorite
nothing
game.
better. I live, eat, and breathe this stuff, and wouldn't have it any other way.
That's
I don't
right.
think I could even survive as an employee. It's just there's not enough freedom. You can't move fast enough, and it's a hard knock life on that side, I think. Yeah.
I think you're right. All right. Well, this was a good one. Let's wrap this thing up. We got to start prepping for tomorrow's Almost Daily Show.
It's coming quickly, but it might not come at all. You have no idea because it's the Almost Daily Show. So we might see you tomorrow.
All right. Might see you tomorrow. Everybody have a good night.